Okay, done.
Clear, right?
Done.
Yeah. Your voice is low. You guys can raise anytime. Like if you have any queries, please
Okay.
let me know. Okay. Uh, Informatica installation. Okay. So there are some things we need to verify before going to install Informatica. As I explained in previous class, definitely we need one database to install our Informatica. Again, in Informatica, we have two types. One is server, two is client. Client is for development, and server is for managing application, like Informatica application. Okay. So in our Informatica configuration, there are two parts, right? So first we'll discuss about server installation. For install server, there are some prerequisites we need to consider. We need database. What all the database will support? Can you please confirm? I've explained in previous class.
Oracle, SQL,
Oracle,
SQL.
Sybase,
SQL,
DB2, and SQL Server. These are all the supported databases for Informatica configuration. But source and targets, we can connect any databases, but configuring means installation of Informatica, we need these databases, mandatory. Okay, we need database user. Okay, for store our installation data. It will store our installation data in that user. Like if you have one building, we are asking, just assume, take your room, at least there will be a one hall, one room, one kitchen, right? In out of those room, kitchen, hall, we are requesting one room for storing our Informatica metadata. Okay, in that way we are creating one database schema or user for storing our metadata. Okay, user with all DBA privileges. DBA means database administration. Okay, all database administration means in DBA there are many things we can create table, we can truncate table, we can drop table, we can insert, we can update, we can alter. These are all the major DBA privileges. We are asking those privileges for the user. Okay, and next thing is, if it is if our Oracle database hosted in other server, for example, now I am working in one laptop, just consider this is one server. Okay, and in Rahul's laptop we are installed Oracle software. If you want to communicate with, if you want to make a connection with the Rahul server and this server, we need to enable firewalls through network. The network team will provide the firewall details, and they will make communication between Rahul means database server and this server means Informatica server. Okay, got it right? We need to enable we need to enable firewall between DB and Infa server. Okay. Prior to that, there is one more thing. Here we are creating one user, right, for installing. The user DB user should have the open cursor limit. This is one option from DBN. Open cursor limit is option from DBN. Its limit is more than 3000. Okay, it should be more than 3000. Okay, so these are the minimum requirements from DBN. Okay, so we'll finish that task.
One second, Anna.
Yeah,
Here the open cursor limit. What is that limit, Anna?
Open cursor limit.
Yeah. What we mean at open cursor?
Like it should allow minimum 3000 processes.
Proxy.
Processes.
Processor. Okay.
Okay. For
okay.
For performing Informatica activities. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. 1 second. 1 second, please. One second, be on. I'm sorry, guys. I'm back. So first we'll take care of this Oracle server configuration. Okay. Now I'm going to set up Oracle server installation in this server. Okay. So what we have to do? We have to download that Oracle software and we need to extract it. After extraction, we'll be able to see this one. Okay. Where it is, new DB. 1 second, please.
Anna, it's license free, Anna.
It's without license.
Okay.
Informatica is licensed.
This SQL and all without
Yeah,
license.
without license.
Oracle.
Yeah. Okay. Here we need to click. I'll tell you once you comes to face now. I'll explain this setup and all practically. Okay.
Okay.
Just assume this is like a theoretical class. Okay.
Okay.
We need to click yes. Now we are installing Oracle 11G Express edition. Okay. Okay, now it will ask these steps. If you want to, we can take the snapshots as well. It is asking
License agreement.
yeah, license agreement. We need to accept that. Then click on next. And it is asking for installation directory, and also it is asking minimum space required and also available space. Okay. We are by default, we are installing our Oracle under C drive. Okay. In real time, they will give some dedicated location. There we need to perform our Oracle installation. Okay, then click next. It is asking to provide username and password. By default, while installing a new software, definitely there will be super user. Okay, with that super user only, we'll be able to connect for first time. Okay, so in that case, for Oracle, there are two super users they are provided. One is sys and one more is system. We are setting password for this both. Okay. By default, we used to keep that password as admin. Okay. Click next. Install. That's it. It will take some time to install. Then finally it will ask for finish. Okay. Meanwhile, what we'll do to connect to our Oracle server, there are two ways. We can connect to the SQL server using Oracle server using browser, and we have one more tool as well. It is called SQL developer. This is that tool. Okay. We need to copy that tool to our C drive. Okay. Yeah, Pratap. Pratap, sorry, I'm talking in mute. Yeah, click on it. Oh, it was working fine for me. Then don't know. Close that and try once. in some other browser. Sorry, I'm in some other call as well. It's bad time. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Now we have copied that SQL developer to C drive. We need to export this in SQL developer to desktop as shortcuts. Okay. We are sending it. Now we'll be able to see the SQL developer tool in our desktop. Okay. Let's wait. Our Oracle software installation status will be able to see here. After that, we'll create this user. Okay, and we'll add this open cursor limit more than 3,000. Okay. You can monitor our CPU and memory utilization here using Shift Escape : Control Shift Escape. Okay. I don't know why it's taking more time. We'll wait for some time.
In the task manager in services, we can come to know now it's whether it's installing or not.
In Task Manager,
Services will be there now. I'm top up on that one only.
yeah, that is also like same way, sir. Two ways are correct one. You can see in two ways.
So in real life, we have to install this software to the end users. In the real life,
Okay.
we have to install the
No.
softwares and all to the users.
This thing will taken care by Oracle DB team.
Okay.
Here we don't have any DBA, right? So that's why we are only taking care.
Okay. Anna, it got finished, Anna.
Yeah, sorry. I'm in another call. That's why we need to finish it now. Okay. Okay. Click on finish. Now our Oracle installation has been completed. You will be able to see that option in that option here. Okay. See, Oracle folder has been created. In C drive also you will be able to see.
Okay, let me check just task.
Okay, this is the folder. Okay, now what I'm going to do, as I said, we have two ways to connect with Oracle server, right? One is SQL developer tool and one is browser. The better way, 100% in all the projects, we'll use SQL developer only. So we'll connect with SQL developer. Okay, so we need to click on that SQL developer. It will open. This class will take bit long time. Don't panic, please. Why? Because this all the setups. Okay, so you observed right, for Oracle installation itself it's taking long time. If it comes to Informatica, it will taking more time, more than Oracle. Okay. If you guys
Okay.
if you guys have any plans, let me know. We'll do Oracle setup today, then we'll do Informatica setup tomorrow. Okay.
No plans, Anna.
No plans, right?
We'll do today only, Anna. No plans, man. No issue.
Now what we'll do, we need to add a one connection here. Okay. Under connections tab, we'll be able to see that connections information. For that, what you have to do, you have to click on that plus symbol. Here you will be able to see. Okay. By default, it's for first time we need one user, right, for connecting our Oracle. That user information, sorry, we missed to take that screenshot. For that is user information is sys. Okay, and username is also sys. Password is admin. Okay, I'm saving that password, and we need to set up this as a sysdba. This sys is our in Oracle's database administrator. Okay, and we need to observe these things. Okay, host name, local host, and port 1521, connection string XE. What these things are, we are giving one address for our server. Okay, host name means, as I said, if it is installed in Rahul's host, Rahul's server, we'll mention Rahul host here, but it's taking local host. Why? Because we are installing our we installed our Oracle in our own this server only, right? So it's local to in or this server. So that's why we are giving localhost. And 1521 is the port number and XE is the connection string information. You will be able to see this information in one file. It will be available in Oracle home directory, means Oracle installation directory, product, network, admin. Okay, here there is one file called tnsnames.vara file. Okay, the same information will be available here. Okay, see, port number is desktop under host name is desktop underscore LO4014. We can give this one as well. It will accept. Instead of localhost, we can give this info as well. Desktop underscore L04. This one, and port number is 1521 and service name is XE. Service name or connection string or SID is same. Okay, so after providing this information, we need to test. It is showing success if the provided information and the TNS name information is TNS information should be equal. If it is not matching, means it will not connect. For example, we'll give 1522 and we'll test. Okay, it will throw an error because the provided information is not correct. That's why it's not pointing to correct address. So we need to give correct information here. Okay, it is succeeded. Once you click on save, here it's showing C. We are able to see sys connection. Okay, so after configuring this sys, we need to create one schema for installing Informatica. To create that, we need to write query create user info underscore config. Config means for configuration, identified by password. We need to specify. Means we are creating one user. The username is info underscore config and we are providing password for that user. And we are providing password for this user. If you run that query, we'll be able to see the output of that query. Now we are created info underscore config user. Okay. Now what we have to do? We have to give database privileges, all DBA privileges to that user. Grant DBA to info underscore config. If you click on that, we'll be able to see grant information as well under this output. So now what we did, we have created user and we have assigned as per our requirement. We need to create one user and all that with all the DBA privileges. Means we have created user and we have provided all DBA privileges as well. Okay. Now first point has been completed. Yeah.
No?
Yeah. Tell me.
As you're using the SQL database, we need to provide colon. No need to provide colon after writing the one syntax.
Tell me, please.
Yeah,
In
after
running that, right?
yeah, here.
Yeah. If you are running multiple queries in same time, you need to give semicolon.
Okay, if we are running only one
One query, you need to give colon. Okay.
Oh, okay, fine.
Now what we need to do, we have created one schema user, right? We need to configure that one here. Okay, what is the schema name? Info underscore config. Username is info underscore config, and password also info underscore config. If you test that it has been succeeded, if you click on save, we'll be able to see that information here, info underscore config. Okay, if you connect that, will be many, will see many tables, views and all, but those and all empty. Okay, why? Because this is specially dedicated for Informatica configuration schema. So we'll not do any modifications here. Okay, now what is pending? We need the DB user should have open cursor limits is more than 3000. We need to update that DB is open cursor limit. Okay, for that we need to run one query. I'll search for it in Google, please, 1 second. How to increase open cursor limit in Oracle. Okay, there is one query to increase this open cursor limit. We need to run that. Okay, this is the query, and go to SQL developer tool. You need to connect to the user info underscore config and run that query. Instead of 1000, we'll give 4000. We need 3000 only, but extra we are taking. Okay, so if you run that, we'll be able to see system set altered, means we successfully provided increase that open cursor limit from default value to 4000. Okay, now the DB part has been completed. Okay, then next thing is we need to install Informatica. For that, what we have to do, we need to download the software and we need to extract it. I've already extracted it here. Okay, and we need to install it. Okay, by default there are many versions of Informatica. 9.6 version is there, and we have 10.1 Info 10 version, Info 10 10.2 version as well. Now what we'll do, I'll install 9.6 version first, then we'll install then we'll upgrade to 10.1. Okay, so what we have to do, we have to install our 9.6 version of Informatica. Okay, I'm searching for that software. Sorry, I don't think so. We don't have 9.6 version of Informatica. We'll install 10.1 version of Informatica. Okay, but we need to check the license. Okay, we have that license file also. Okay, so first what we have to do, we need to copy the license key file into our local machine, means into C directory. We need to paste it here. Then we need to go to the one second, please. 1 second, please. Be online. Sorry, actually I'm in some other call also. My bad today. That's why I'm managing both. Okay. So we need to go to server. Here we'll be able to see install file. If we click on it, it will start installing of Informatica. By default, for installation of Informatica, we need at least 6 GB of RAM, and also we need uh, some 7 GB of disk space, and we need open file limit. We can call. I don't know how to check this in Windows. Open file limit should be unlimited. Okay. If we take care of those things, definitely our installation will get success.
Anna, if we have 4 GB RAM, we can't install in our laptop.
Yeah, it's mandatory.
6 GB is mandatory.
6 GB of 6 GB is mandatory. See, I have 8 GB of RAM. Yeah. Yeah, Pratap, tell me. We can add here. Okay, same way. Here it will show installation or upgradation. First time we are going to install, right? So we need to choose install option, and we need to agree the license agreement. Then we need to click on next, and it will ask minimum requirements: 10 GB of disk space and 6 GB of RAM we required. From database side, see verified. Read these options, please. I'm giving some time you to. read these all points. Let me know if you have any doubts. You guys are reading, right?
Yes, Anna.
If you have any doubts in these points, let me know. I'll explain.
Anna?
Hello.
Yeah, hello. In pre-installation task, first two we know like get the information key and minimum system requirements like 10 GB and 6 GB RAM, and
Okay.
rest all we don't know what are those things like. What are the
Set
environment
environment
variables?
variables, right?
Yeah.
It comes on real time. It's in Unix system. We don't have Unix side, so leave it. Verify the
Definitely.
port number availability. Like for installation of Informatica, we need one port from this server. I think you guys know very well about ports, right?
Okay, Anna.
You are into networking only, right?
No, no, no. I am in like a BPO field, like
I'm in
chat
networking.
support.
Mine and Dilip.
No problem. I will ask Rahul about this port availability.
Okay. So we need to check that port availability and rest all are for Linux. Okay. Leave about this. Okay.
Huh.
Then we need to click on next. It is asking for license key file location. Okay. We need to specify that license key file location. We already copied that license key right here. We need to give that license key. Okay. Then we need to specify home directory. Okay. Then click on next. 1 second, please. I'm getting one more call. Sorry guys, we'll continue now. Then we need to install Informatica. It will take some time to finish it up. It should reach 100%. Then we need to follow some other steps. Okay. I'm keeping it in mute for some time. Actually, what I'm telling, this process is very slow because it depends on our RAM and processor. Okay, as of now, we are using this processor, i3 processor.
That too i3 processor.
Yeah, with 8 GB RAM. So that's why
with 8 GB RAM.
it's very slow.
It's
If
getting
it is
addicted.
i5 or some other processes,
Yeah.
it will get finished within
It will be fast.
seconds.
Mhm.
Okay, we have to wait. There is no other way. Okay.
Okay.
All are available, right?
Yes, Anna.
Yeah.
Please confirm all are available, right?
Yeah, na.
One second.
Okay, now here it will ask for create domain and join domain option. Okay, please note this join domain option will this will comes under one question. I'll tell you. Okay, and here we are creating new domain and also we are enabling HTTPS port number as 8443 for connecting our admin console page in browser. We will use this 8443 port number. Okay, and we'll click on next. It will ask for database information. Okay, it is asking for database information. Okay, so if you see, as of now, there is no tables and views in this info underscore config user. Once you provide that information here, automatically Informatica will create these folders. Okay, so it is asking for database type. What is the database type we are using now? Oracle. Oracle. So we'll be able to see all the supported databases. See, SQL, DB2, Sybase SR, supported databases for our Informatica installation. Okay, now the database user ID is info underscore install. We need to provide password for that info underscore install here. And same way, we need to provide database host name colon port number. Local host and port number, we need to provide connection string information. If you test that, it will test the connection failed, correct the database.
Database user ID is info underscore config, na.
Yeah, yes, that's correct. That's correct. Okay, that's why it got failed. Okay, thanks, Rahul. I believe. Info underscore config. Control C. Control V. If you test that, it will show the status of our connectivity with the database. If you click on next, it will go further. It is asking restore file location, leave about it. It's not a required thing. Okay, click on next. It is asking for domain name. Okay, by default, there will be a multiple domain names like test domain, dev domain, UAT domain, production domain. Based upon environment, we need to give domain name here. So as of now, I'm giving this domain name as dev. Okay, node name and all is taking. And see here 6005 port number. Rahul, you need to observe this. We are providing 6005 for administrator port. It will use from this server. Okay, and we need to provide password for administrator. Okay, by default from database and we have created sys, right? It comes with software, right? In the same way, administrator comes with super from Informatica end. Oracle end we have sys. Informatica and we got administrator. We need to provide we need to give set up password for this admin. Okay, then
So this node name and all, it will come it will like a default, no?
Default. If we need, you can change. It will come. The client will tell you what all the details you have to put. Okay.
Okay.
Then click on next. sorry, enable SML configuration. Click on next. It will take some time, and meanwhile in backend it will create some tables in this database. If you see this, after some time, the tables will automatically get created here. Okay. I think this weekend I'll take face-to-face class. I'll do setup on all your so it will be very easy to understand. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You guys have to plan this weekend, Saturday or Sunday, your wish.
Okay. Meanwhile, we can download this software, Sana.
No need, it's with me. I'll provide it to you.
Sure.
Actually, in my laptop, I have only 4 GB RAM. I don't have 6 GB.
Okay, no problem. But
So,
be too slow. You have to get new. You can add 4 GB. I think it's 2000 around.
okay, fine, Anna. Then I will add it. As of now, I will install it later. I will add it like this month 30th or November 1st or 2nd. I will add it.
That's not a
The 4 GB.
problem. Okay. For lower versions like 9x, 9.1, 9.5, 9.6, we need 4 GB. For 10x versions, 10.1, 10.2, 10.4, we need 6 GB.
Okay, Anna, fine. As of now, I will install 9.1. Once I get like 4 GB RAM, I will upgrade it to 10.1, Anna.
Definitely. That's a good
Yeah.
idea. Yes. Hard. I will share you one run document. The whole students written that. Maybe that will help you.
Okay.
Now almost our installation is getting completed. If you click on next, it will get finished after some time. Meanwhile, we'll be able to see the tables information here. Earlier there was no tables, right? You will be able to see many tables under this info_config. By default, in backend it got created. Informatica created this many tables using backend script. That's why we are providing all database administration privileges for info_config. Okay, like create, delete, truncate, everything. This user will perform in backend.
Yeah, hello, now.
Yeah, please.
Is there any data stored in those tables, Anna? Just we are
Yeah,
installing
it will store.
Oracle.
It will
No,
store.
is there any data stored in it?
It will store definitely. That purpose only we are creating, right. Once you create information, it will store. See, for example, we are created our domain name as dev. The domain name information has been stored under this table. There are many tables, right?
Yeah.
Each and every table have some functionalities, like some other information it will store here. We didn't completed all the setup, right? Once we get in console base, we'll create many services, user groups and everything. Those all information will store under these all tables, related tables. For each and every activity, there will be one dedicated table.
Yeah, fine, Anna. Thank you, Anna.
The installation is completed. Your system services are disabled by default after installation completed. We must configure the services and enable the administration tool. Okay, no problem. Okay, now it's saying this is the URL for opening our administration console page. Just copy that. Okay. Okay, done. If you go to this browser, if you paste it, it will get connected to the administration console page URL. Or else, if you know the server name, node name, what is the node name? Local host. Okay, colon 6005. Rahul, remember at the end of installation, we given this port number.
Okay.
Okay. If you click on it, it will point out to administration console page. That is why while starting off installation, it given specify the check the port number availability of 6005. Okay. How you will check, Rahul, port number availability?
In our network team, but because like another team will be there, for this port numbers and all checking.
Okay.
So we are not specifying that one.
Okay.
But we know some HTTP DNS port numbers will know by default.
Okay. To check this port number availability, we have netstat command. Okay. In CMD, if you run that command, we'll be able to see. Netstat. Okay. This will give the port number information.
Okay. Might be some errors came on.
Error. That is not error.
Okay.
Okay. We need to go to advanced option. Okay. You need to
proceed.
It's saying security. It is this URL is not secure. Okay. For secure your admin URL, we need to install certificates, SSL certificates. For that, we need to pay something. It's in lakhs. Okay. So we don't want that. We are running our administrator in unsafe mode. Okay. If you click on it will point out admin console page. What is the default user we have created for Informatica? Administrator. Okay. Password is admin. Okay. If you click on it will connect to our administration console page. This is the main thing. 50% of our work will be in this page only. Okay. Out of 100, can you please, guys, are you able to hear me right?
Yes, Anna.
50% of work will perform under this page only. Okay. So we did our Informatica installation successfully, and we are able to log into administration console page. Means our server configuration has been completed, and we need some other components to be. We need to create some other components, and I'll explain in further class. Okay.
Okay, Anna.
Okay. In free time, go through this video. You guys will get more doubts as well.
Okay.
Let me know if you get any doubts. Okay.
So for installation purpose, we can install, Anna.
Sorry.
Like for real hands-on experience purpose.
Yeah. You guys will come to face now. At the time, I'll give software to you guys. Okay. You have to perform. I'll give the copy of software as well. In free time, you can do. Okay.
Okay, Anna.
Okay.
Anna, we can means uninstall it and you can reinstall it, no, for our purpose, like.
No problem. If you do proper uninstallation, it will allow. But
Yeah,
if
yeah,
you do something, then you have to do your OS format. Okay.
Okay, fine.
Okay. Okay. Thank you all.
Thanks, sir.
Thank you, Anna.